Hello and welcome to another video here at Computex Sweden. My name is Fredrik, and in this day's video post I'm going to show you how to sniff passwords on a local area network using the software Cain and Abel. Here is what you need to sniff passwords on a local area network. A PC running Windows 2000 or newer. Next, you need to have the software Cain and Abel with the WimpyCap driver installed. I will in this video show you where to download and how to install this software, so don't bother this for now. Before you open Cain later when it's installed, make sure you are connected to a network with one or more computers connected. These are the computers that you are going to monitor. When completed the previous requirements, you are ready to go. So here I'm up and running with a fresh copy of Windows 7 Professional. First we must download the Cain installer, so go ahead and open your favorite internet browser. Now go to www.oxide.it. When the page has been loaded, click on Projects. Scroll down and click on Cain and Abel. Scroll down again and then click on Download Cain and Abel for Windows NT 2000 and XP. Save the file to your computer and wait for it to load. When the file has been downloaded, you can close your internet browser and launch the installation. When the wizard pops up, click on Next. Read through the license agreement and then click Next again. Here you can choose your installation directory. I will leave it as default and click Next, and then again to begin the installation. When the installation is complete, hit Finish. If you receive this message, it means that you haven't installed the WimpyCap driver on your computer, so if you don't, click Install. Follow through the installation wizard by clicking Next. When finished, close it down. Now when Cain and the WimpyCap driver have been installed, we can finish the step by deleting the installer. Now we are going to sniff some passwords on a local network. First, open Cain and Abel. You might get a warning message saying your firewall may block some features in Cain. Just ignore this message and click OK. Now when Cain has been loaded, we must check some settings, so click on the Configuration tab. Select a network with your correct IP address and where other computers are connected. If you don't know which one, and if you don't get any IP addresses, it's often the one with the Microsoft sign in the end. When done, go to the RP tab and make sure the Use RP Request Packages is checked. After this, go to the tab Filters and Ports. Click on Select All to ensure that all protocols will be captured. Now save your settings and click OK. Now we are ready to scan our network for active computers. Click on the Sniffer tab and then start the sniffer icon. Now click on the blue cross to start a new scan. Here you can choose to scan all the hosts in your subnet or in a specific IP range. I will leave it as default and click OK. When the scan is complete, you should see all the active devices and computers connected to your network. I'm having two hosts online. The first host with the Sixel fingerprint is my network router, and the other with the Intel fingerprint is another computer on my network. To find out its name, right-click on it and select Resolve Hostname. Now when the hostname has been revealed, we can see that this is the computer we want to sniff passwords from. So next, click on the lower RP tab. Now left-click once at the upper field and then again on the blue cross at the top. This type of attack is called a man-in-the-middle attack. It means that all the data sent through the selected hosts will be captured by me. So here we are going to choose between which host we want to capture data from. In the left field, you should always select your network gateway or router, since this will always send and retrieve data from all computers when they're trying to access the internet. In the right field, you must select one or more computers to capture data from. It's from these computers that passwords sent online will be sniffed. So in the left field I'm going to select my router, and in the right field my computer that I want to sniff. When you press the OK button, you should see the status between the computer as idle. To activate the man in the middle tag, click on the APR icon at the left of the sniffer. The status has now changed from idle to poisoning. The capturing is now up and running. To see captured passwords, go to the Passwords tab. Here will all the passwords from different protocols be saved. To see passwords from a web page, click on HTTP. I'm going to give you some examples, so let's shift to the target computer that's being poisoned. This is the target computer. It's also running Windows 7 and everything works and looks like normal. Now I'm going to open our internet browser and let's go to, say, vodler.com. Let's go to the login section and type a test email and password. As email, let's take target@testlogin.com and as password, hello world. I was denied, of course, but let's check the status in Cain. Here you can now see that Cain has captured my login and password. The sniff result had been the exact same if it was our correct login. Let's go back to our target computer and try another website. Close it down, and this time let's go to, say, fxhome.com. Let's go to the login section, and this time I will type info@computec.com and the password Windows PC. If we're now looking at the capturing process while trying to log in, you can see the login being sniffed immediately after pressing the login button at the target computer. So here we now have two sniffed logins from two different websites. Let's delete the other unusable packets to clean this up. Now let's try a different protocol, say FTP. Okay, so now let's go back to the target computer and do FTP login. To do this easy, I'm going to use the Windows pre-built FTP application in a command prompt. This is not an important part of the tutorial, so don't hang up here and wonder what I'm doing. This is just an example of an FTP login. So let's open a command prompt by typing cmd, then type FTP to launch the FTP application. Type open and then your FTP server. I'm going to use my own website server fredrik-alm.se. Hit enter and then you will be promoted to enter a username and password. For an example, I'm going to take the username admin and the password I am secure. Again, the login failed, of course, but Cain has captured the username and password, so it's still working. Now I'm sure many of you are wondering why I didn't choose an example of a more popular website like Hotmail, Facebook or YouTube. Well, let me show you why. This is what a login from a Hotmail looks like in Cain. As you can see, there is no visible account and still the target has made a successful login. Why? Well, in short words, it's called encryption. Many popular companies choose to secure their websites with SSL and HTTPS encryption. It means that traffic sent by the internet server can only be translated and viewed correctly on the computer that made the login request. This is also because the internet server created a unique certificate to the target computer at the login process. This is why we want to see the password in clear text. However, Cain is a very powerful tool in many aspects, and it even has the ability to capture these certificates. The captured certificates can be viewed here in the APR tab. How to use them to find out the login, I'm going to show you another time. But hey, there are still tons of information you can get with this attack. Many sites are still unsecured, so the chance for you unexperienced to capture something useful is still very big. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you later. I'm Fredrik Alm, here at Computec Sweden.